Hey everybody, David G here, founder of the Internet Marketing Party, and I am absolutely thrilled to be bringing you the one and only Jose Pena, who is in a few minutes. We're going to show you how he, in his very first webinar ever, used Instagram to get over 2,500 registrants within 48 hours. He maxed out his webinar room with over 1,000 participants. More people couldn't get in, and made over $20,000 in sales from that webinar, which is his first time ever doing a webinar, first of all. Second of all, he didn't even do follow-up emails, and or could have probably made 40,000. So anyway, I'm
Yeah.
not saying that to downplay him. I'm talking about how Jose's magic is in being able to leverage the power of Instagram. So I know a lot of people that come to Internet Marketing Party are all about buying traffic and leveraging traffic through affiliates, through paid traffic, but very few people are talking about how do you do it on Instagram. But Jose's got that nailed down. So I'll tell you a little bit about Jose. And I'm going to read his what I took some notes. Born and raised in a poor third world country, which is the Dominican Republic, and while graduating from electromechanical engineering and master's degree in that, he saw an opportunity in social media to break the norm in a country where there's very little progress. So after 4 years of trying to do things his way and failing completely and miserably, he decided to take a more of an engineer approach and an analytical and a replicatable type of approach to social media, and everything clicked, and it was like an aha moment. He developed a simple four-step process to have Instagram or any social media blow up. Since then, he's grown to over 4 million followers in multiple accounts across multiple niches, because his process works no matter the industry or the niche. And in a little over a year, he's generated multiple six figures. He's been featured and interviewed for different magazines, podcasts, promoted by Grant Cardone. His team has been on their TV show twice. He's met and worked with and promoted celebrities like Ronaldinho, Neo. It's not in here, but Jose played professional soccer, and
Yeah.
for a short time, and then realized that his vision and his goals and his dreams were more applicable or more attainable through direct
hmm
marketing. So anyway, he's all come from an underdog from a poor third world country to where English is not even the first language. So with all that said, Jose, welcome to this interview.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It's really an honor. It's really an honor to be here. So I just appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I know both of us, it's Sunday afternoon right now, and we both have things that we've got to do after this interview's over.
hmm
So let's dive right on in and tell us, what are the two most common questions people ask you about getting traffic via Instagram?
Yeah. So I would say like the thing that people first like think about is Instagram is just a platform for like booty pictures and Lamborghinis. And that's like the first understatement. And like that's true, but that doesn't mean that you cannot make it happen. And then the other side of things is that people don't see the power of being able to build a huge brand and then being able to drive traffic from it for free. So those are like, I would say like the two things. My approach, for example, like the approach that I took, the four simple step approach, is like literally like content consistency, market research, and networking. Those four things I applied to Instagram. And like in less than a year, it took off like crazy.
Mm,
So content is always be king. Consistency, you got to show up like just like you do to your business. Like you got to show up every day, or your business like it won't work, right? Or you got to hire somebody to show up every day. Like post consistently. The more you post, the more you grow on Instagram. Market research, just model success. That's, I would say, the number one thing that took me 4 to 5 years to realize. I was trying to do it my way. And like it's so freaking simple. It's like just model success. It worked for them, it will work for you. Simple, right? And I was like, no man, I'm gonna do fitness and soccer and like pranks and all these different things, and like it was not working at all. So just model success is super simple. And then just network. Your network is your net worth, like Warren Buffett says. Same thing on Instagram, and just that alone is gonna like trigger the algorithm and like growth hack it, and you can like literally reach millions of people
right.
in less than a week, like just like that. So
Dude, this is so sexy. And is it scalable? Like if everybody
yeah,
that comes to Internet Marketing Party uses it, will Instagram change how they work, or is it?
no. So for example, like the thing with this is that even if Instagram changes, like unless Instagram like completely flips the entire script of how they work, it's not gonna happen. Like this won't happen. Like it's like I've seen algorithm change after algorithm change after algorithm changing, and everybody freaks out. And like the same simple step process still works.
So why was some kid from the Dominican Republic who didn't even speak good English when he first got here able to figure this out? Like, and no one else has figured it out.
I mean, like a lot of people have figured it out as well. The thing with me is like when I got started, right? I wanted to become a professional soccer player. That was my goal. How I started in social media, but I didn't have any money to like pay for traffic. So Facebook ads was a no-go. Facebook was like a pay-to-play platform. YouTube, I tried YouTube, but it takes too long. So I'm like, okay, Instagram is my only other option. And Twitter is not even an option. So Instagram is my only option. So okay, great. I got to figure this crap out. So that's how I took it. And because Instagram is free, it has a lot of organic reach. Just how I took it. So it was like either you make it happen or you die. So like that was
so,
it was like.
So you're saying Instagram was free, but you did say that you spent like $1,000 on ad spend for that webinar.
That was after. Yeah, that was after. Obviously after I built it. I was transitioned from like doing just the soccer thing to actually building a business. And that webinar was December 29, 2016. So by now, like a little bit over a year and a half. And I remember that. Like it was my first webinar ever. I was super pumped. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fill it up. I had a webinar coach, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you know him, Joel Irway. He was like, he didn't tell me anything, right? He just built this webinar. He's like, okay, run, like push traffic, and like, okay, good. So I just go out there and like started like reaching out influencers. I did influencer marketing campaigns. I leveraged my own following. I pushed with my own following. And in about 48 hours or so, we have over 2,500. It was like actually 2,525 registrants in the actual webinar. And then we did it live. We had over 1,000 people. Like we had 1,000 people show up. I don't know if we had more because like it was Webinar Ninja. I was maxed out at 1,000. So, and then in the actual pitch, we had about 800-ish in the first webinar ever. So I was like super pumped. I'm like, I'm going to make 100 grand from this. I'm the boss, you know? And then like we made 20. Still like, I mean, I was making $300 to $400 a month as an engineer. I made 20K in a night. And I was mad. I'm like, I should have made 100. And then I like put things into perspective. I'm like, that's freaking amazing. And then I forgot to send the follow-up emails the next day.
That's hilarious. So
yeah, and then a month later, they like, then the next meeting I had with my webinar coach, he's like, how many registrants do you have? I'm like 2,500. And he's like, what? Really? And he's like, yeah. And like, I did not believe on Instagram. I'm like, what do you think? I was like full of crap. So,
wow. Yeah. You got more people to register for your webinar than I know people that have 50 to 100,000 subscribers on their list can get. So well done, sir. One other question is, well, two more. One is, what if there's somebody watching right now or that's coming to the party that says, you know what, I've got a team. My company's already doing $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, $4 million a year, but I'd like to leverage Jose's stuff. What do you, is this something you can teach someone to do for you?
Yeah, for 100%. I'm working with a lot of maybe they know ClickFunnels. I'm working with a lot of like the people who are doing like egg figures, like Brandon Pullen, Alex Ramosi, and stuff like that. So yes, like they have a full team, and I'm just like, you know, the team learns and they just implement. This is scalable because in the Instagram platform, it doesn't have to be always you that's doing the work. It's just like anything, right? The manual labor, you can like hire up, like just delegate. And then, for example, the Instagram stories where you connect with the one-to-one level with your audience, then you actually do that part, which is a lot easier, a lot more laid back. So yes, it's 100% you can teach your team how to do it.
All right, cool. So what's one thing that you can share with somebody right now they can take action on that if they want more of that, they've got to come to the party?
Okay, cool. So I would say, first off, I was going to say a few things because I cannot just say one. So I like to over deliver always. I would say, first off, always create with purpose. One of the things that I see the most like the biggest mistakes I see on Instagram is that they take any Instagram account, whether they're business or they're personal, and they like their mind is like, okay, I'm this internet marketing guy, or I do Amazon, or I do e-com, or I have this beauty brand or fitness or whatever, and they start posting pictures about their dog, and they have a dog page, and they start posting pictures about their Taco Bell they ate or anything, right? And it's just like not creating with purpose. It's like the way I think about it is like, would you pay for a magazine or for a Facebook ad? Would you pay for a Facebook ad where your dog is showing? No, you wouldn't, because like it's not going to convert. Like, then why would you try to do it on Instagram? Yes, you got to be relatable. Yes, you got to be human, but also create with purpose. Like, there's no point in putting your like this
So
random
how do
picture.
you do that? How do you create with like?
Yeah.
Because I'm hearing the principle,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know how to apply
Yeah.
that, and I don't think I'm a
Yeah.
dumb guy. So like I understand
Yeah.
the value, I understand that I should do that, but how? What's the framework that I can
Yeah.
start?
So it's in a simple process. The first thing I do is, let's say, for example, I'm in the fitness niche or in the beauty niche, right? I have a beauty brand, I have a makeup, whatever. The first thing I would do is go on Instagram and put the hashtag beauty. I will find the top influencers in that space and see the content that's working, right? When I see the content that's working, that's going viral, what I call BPPs or best performing posts, meaning the posts that are getting above average engagement. So meaning they get 1,000 likes per picture. The ones that get 5,000, those type of that content is the one I want to model after, because that content is already proven to work. So whether you repurpose it or you tag the original creator or you create it your own, right? Either or, use model success, and that's the first step. So just see what's working out there, and that content is creating with purpose. Like, you already have a framework of what works in that specific niche, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. They already done the work for you, honestly. So you just like take that, boom, and it will work on your stuff as well. So after you like, that alone is going to drive traffic to your page, is going to give value to your audience on Instagram stories. Then you go out and you start providing even more value. So maybe, for example, you have a beauty page, right? Oh, hey, what's up, guys? My name is, I don't know, Anna. And here are 3 simple tips on how you can, I don't know, use natural ingredients on your house to put makeup or whatever, right? And then you maybe like you're selling a natural soap or natural whatever. You're like, oh, just DM me like soap if you want 50% off, or just swipe up to get your 50% off today. Only 24 hours, because that's the beauty about Instagram stories, is that it has scarcity already built into it, because people know it's only 24 hours. So Instagram stories for me is like game changer, right? So it's only 24 hours available, and people know that. And if you tell them, hey, there's only 24 hours available, if you say that, you're going to be like double the amount of traffic just from that. So like, you create with purpose, modeling success from what other people are creating already. And then you go on Instagram stories and you put a face behind the brand, because that's how people connect with you. And you like have the best of both worlds. Like right now, the amount of people doing Instagram stories correctly is very little. And the amount of influencers that have humongous pages is huge, but they're not doing Instagram stories. So like, you have right now the perfect opportunity, to mix both and exactly. And on top of that, you can also add, like, and we'll talk about this in the internet marketing party. You combine this with influencer marketing campaigns, which is like ridiculously cheap. You can get, I don't know, I ran a campaign for a client in fitness, and it got, I think it was 11 million or 17 million, and my cost was $800. So, and like total network, total reach for like the influencer marketing right now is like super, super cheap on Instagram, and like you can take advantage of it like crazy. So it's
Okay. Well, now I know what you mean by over delivering. I was gonna stop you after the first one to leave people wanting more, but I have a feeling this is like the tip. That's
a lot of cool stuff.
All right. I know we both have stuff going on after this, and if you're watching right now and you're like, oh my God, when is this? It's Thursday, May 17th in Austin, Texas, and it's going to be epic. And if you miss the party, you can't get tickets to fly yourself to Austin, whenever you watch this, that you are, then just become a member at internetmarketingparty.com/join, and you'll get all the goodness there as well. Any parting words before we say goodbye and get back to our Sunday afternoon?
Yeah, sure thing. I would say, don't underestimate Instagram. Instagram is becoming, I would say, one of the #1 platforms right now. And I hope, my goal is to just over deliver on the Instagram and internet marketing party. And I hope to see everybody there. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun.
This is super
and
awesome.
I'm going to prove in the internet marketing party live how I'm going to drive, I don't know, 500, 1,000 clicks or something on stage, just for free with one Instagram page. I'm going to prove it as well. So if they want to see that, they gotta see that. Like,
all right, dude, that's so good. I was gonna say the only other thing is I was gonna say Latino power.
Yeah, Latino power.
All right, brown power. Hey, so thank you so much, and thanks for watching, everybody. And we will see you Thursday, May 17th in Austin, Texas. And if you're watching this after that date, then go to internetmarketingparty.com/join. Cheers.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Bye.